This video is going to be on the ALEKS topic, solving a fraction word problem using a linear equation with a variable on both sides. So Goran's gas tank is 3/10 full. So this is your first fraction. After he buys 11 gallons of gas, it is 4/5 full. That's your second fraction. Now, since there's variables on both sides, we know that there's going to be variables on both sides of the equal sign. So how many of gallons can Goran's tank hold? So when it's 3/10 full, we can think of it being full as the whole tank as x. So 3/10 of x after he buys 11 gallons. Buys means you're adding. So if it said after he uses 11 gallons, you would be subtracting. And it is now is our equal sign. And then 4/5 full. Remember, whenever we see full, that means like of his tank. So that would be our x value. Full is x. So 3/10 x plus 11 would be 4/5 x. So what we really need to do is get all the x's on one side. But the tricky thing is we can't subtract or add the x values until they have the same denominator. So you want to make the denominator the same, right? So 5 and 10, what do you multiply each of those by to make them the same? Well, you'd have to multiply this by 2. But whatever you do to the bottom of a fraction, you have to do to the top. And the reason for that is because when you're multiplying by 2 over 2, you're really multiplying by 1. And when you multiply by 1, you're not really changing anything. So 2 times 4, 4/5 x. Another way to write that is 8/10 x, right? This stays the same. So 3/10 x plus 11 equals 8/10 x. Now let's get all the x's on one side and solve. It'll probably be easier if we take the smaller one away from both sides. So let's subtract 3/10 x from the left side and from the right side. And let's see what we have left. Well, the 11 is still there. So 11 equals, right, these canceled out. And then what's 8/10 take away 3/10? Well, that means just 5/10 is left, right? So what's another way to say 5/10? Another way to say that is half. So if 11 equals to half of x, how much is a whole x? Or you could also think about it as multiplying by the inverse of this, which is 2 over 1. When you multiply this by 2 over 1, that's the same as just multiplying by 2. So that would be 22. So the gas tank can hold 22 gallons of gas.